Hi, you're welcome to Benzo Digest. This channel will do a lot of things, but one of the things we do is we review movies from all over the world. So this is our first movie review. So, so we're going to review a movie called Straw. It's a Tyler Perry movie. The Tyler Perry movie. It was written and directed by him. Usually, I do not pay any mind to Tyler Perry movies. Why? Because you know I only know him for the Medea franchise. You get so I'm not really interested in Tyler Perry. Anytime I see Tyler Perry movies or series, I just swipe left, and that's that. But for some reason, this movie Straw has been resonating among different circles and age groups of recent. You know, I have had more than one friend recommend the movie directly or indirectly, directly to me by word of mouth, and indirectly by posting about it on their socials. So I decided to take a look at the movie. And really, I don't know where to start from. This is my first review. Did I say that? So please bear with me. I might sound like I'm rambling, but there's actually a method to my rambles because I actually made notes. I made notes as I watched the movie. So you see, well, the movie's about a lady, a single mom who has a sick daughter, and she's doing all she can to make sure that she provides for the sick daughter, whether it's medicine, whether it's food. And she's also trying to be there emotionally for the daughter so the girl will not see her pain and her suffering. You understand? They're quite close. But as the movie progressed, we just found out that this lady could not even catch one break, not even one. From the moment she woke up till the end of the movie, she was it was just one unfortunate event after another till the end. I tell you, there are spoilers, as in this channel gives spoilers. So from the beginning to the end, it's just one unfortunate event to another. And quite frankly, I got tired of it at some point. I got tired of it at the point where she was finding it difficult to understand why people, that is the hostages she was having in the bank, why they were reacting to her with so much fear and confusion and disorientation and all of that. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, lady? You're holding a gun, you're waving a gun around. Yes, it is not your intention to steal. You just want to cash your check and be gone. But there's a firearm with you, and there's something that looks like a bomb in your child's transparent bag. Like, why are you freaking out and saying, "Why are you crying? Why are you crying?" They are crying because they are scared, honestly, of you, and you are looking and acting unhinged. How self unaware can someone be? But I digress. And this is a movie, though, so it's a movie, so we have to just give them some chance to do their movie thing in the cinema universe. So about 20 minutes into the film, there was a robbery where she unfortunately was fingered. She was accused of colluding with the robbers to rob by her manager. He called the cops. And after calling the cops on her, can you imagine? He began to threaten her with the one thing that she fears the most, which is the loss of her daughter. And she shot him. After shooting the guy, she was in shock and she fished her check out of the pile of checks on the manager's table and went straight to the bank next door. And that was where the whole drama started because the police reacted to his call and they came. And next day, while she was in the bank, she brought out the firearm, and then the silent alarm was triggered, and the cops were surrounding the place. Like in a blink of an eye, they were already there. So basically, one thing kept going around my head, and it was like black women and women of color in general, we go through a lot. We go through a lot, a whole lot, that I've come to realize that even men do not know the extent of the a lot that we black women go through. And it wasn't surprising to see in the movie that majority of the men did not even give two donkeys flying tails about a situation, because she kept begging. She kept begging for a break, like, please do not do this. Why are you doing this? Please, I'm going through a lot. And they were just like, ignoring her, ghosting her emotionally, treating her less than. So that's meant for you, actually. So, and then women, women should be more understanding of women. Women should come together to protect each other wherever you find yourself. Just listening alone to somebody else's problem or situation or explanation goes a long way to making that person feel seen and heard by another human being. Our humanity these days is going down the drain rapidly. Very soon there will be no humanity left. We will not treat each other humanely, and it is disheartening to see that the world that we're living for our children is a world that is just degrading itself all around. So women will need to do more to be there for each other, honestly. And then what else again did I find about the movie? Yeah, it was touching to watch a woman unravel and spiral out of control because of the way the system was stacking the odds against her. I don't want to say it's her fault that she's in the situation that she's in, but then again, I don't know. They say the destiny is in your hands and all of that. Could it be that it's her fault that she made all the wrong decisions that eventually led to this series of unfortunate events that finished her? Because I really don't see any chance of her escaping jail. She's definitely going to do time, even if for the manslaughter of her boss. Yes, she can plead insanity because she was clearly unhinged and unraveling, like unraveling mentally. I saw that part on her when she was unhinged, when she was asking people why they were crying when she's holding a weapon. And then when the police unblocked her phone and her mother's call came in, and everything became clear that yes, she was suffering a mental breakdown because of the of the toll, the emotion of from the loss of her daughter was riding her and overwhelming her, taking over her. I felt for her. It became clear that yeah, this woman is not operating in her right mind, even though pressures of life can drive some people to act like unhinged, normal day-to-day living. I'm not talking about something big like death or the shock and pain of loss of life of somebody you care about. I mean, but still, she went through a lot. She went through a lot. The movie was good. The movie was really nice. What? Yes, there was a theme of poverty. How poverty is del- debilitating, or how they say that word. If you know the word, write it in the comments. Help me. Poverty is crippling actually, but the odds the system stacks against one is immense all over the world. We can see the economy, morals, and people's general personalities and characters. They are all just, being they are swelling. We're not doing much. We're not doing enough to preserve the goodness of humanity. It's crazy. So this movie is an eye opener. It makes you want to stop and think about what's really going on with the next person. Is the next person okay? Because that person's actions, the person's very next actions could affect the course of your life, could affect the continuation of your life. So we need to be more mindful of each other, ourselves, while we're trying to stay safe. Please look out for one another. Basically, that was all I learned from this movie. Everybody else is going with poverty is this. I points away with the fact that we are not doing enough to help ourselves. And then, secondly, having a child is a big deal. I'm talking to ladies right now out there. Do not make that decision of having a child lightly. Anything could happen. And then you find out, how had you known? Maybe this or maybe that. Now, nobody ever has it totally 100% together, have all the answers, know the next step and the next step and the next step. We can only guess, we can only estimate from the variables that are presented, to us. But having a child should never be made, should never that decision should never be made lightly. Ladies, don't let anybody deceive you into having a baby. Think about it. Can you afford it? Can you afford it? Can you afford it? Every woman should have the number of children that she can take care of if the father of the children is either dead or a deadbeat. So you won't just be overwhelmed. One child is more than enough. Two children is like, okay. Three is pushing it if you are not rich, rich. I mean, but this is my opinion. I mean, this is Benzo talking. So that's just it. So make that decision thoughtfully. It's a grievous and heavy, monumental decision to carry a pregnancy and then nurture the child that comes out of it. So please, ladies, take it easy, okay? Don't be in a rush at all. You have to be able to take care of yourself first before wanting to take care of another. So that you won't become a nuisance. People won't talk to you anyhow. People will not look at you like, oh, you don't know what you are doing. Because in the part of the world where I come from, oh my God, it is crazy, to be a single mom. Then, especially a single mom that you didn't arrive at your single mom status by becoming a widow. I mean, you understand? So it's very difficult. And then another thing, yeah, that I liked was the fact that people were vouching for her at the point when they were broadcasting what was happening in the bank live online. People knew her, heard her story. They were touched. They were touched by how she was talking from the depths of her soul. A lot of them were resonating with her. A lot of things she was saying. Even you that was watching, I know you felt one or two of the things she said. So when they came out to talk for her, I was so happy. Like, oh my God. Now many people would think that, oh, it's just a movie. Nobody will do that for people when somebody has run afoul of the law and he or she is left on her own. But for the fact that people came out with placards saying nice things about the lady, it just goes to show that she was just going through a tough time. Now, it's not only a movie. This same thing happened in my country. And there was a young man who was arrested. And while he was in the detention, there was groups and pockets of people who came together to crowd and protest against his detention and call for his release. And this guy was released. I think you should Google Very Dark Man or VDM. It happened. So when he was arrested, people came out, and that scene in the movie made me remember that, oh, yes, even though there are a lot of nasty, nasty human beings in the world, there are a few good men left. And I pray that should you need it, there should be one or two who should want to willingly and voluntarily step up and speak for you instead of against you. So that's that. I'm done with this review. I really don't know what else to say. So, but thank you for staying with me. Thank you for staying with me. Just tell me in the comments section. Have you ever had such a bad day that from the moment you woke up, you stepped out of your house, just one bad thing happened after another? I mean, what happened? How did you deal with it? How did you regroup? And how did it end? I hope it didn't end as bad as Janaya in Straw. So please let me know in the comment section. Thank you, boys and girls. Bye. To my next video.